This episode of Not Another Gaming Podcast is brought to you by Thrive Fantasy, the best place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Just pick a game that you want some action on and build your lineup from the available player props. Each prop is assigned a point value for both the over and the under based on how likely it is to hit. Hit the most props, rack up the most points, and win a share of the prize pool. It is that simple. Thrive has paid out over $1.5 million in cash prizes to date. So to start raking in the dough, sign up using promo code WGG, and you will receive an instant match on your first deposit up to $50. Listen, I know it used to be $25, but we love you so much that we went ahead and doubled it. Who else loves you like that? Nobody. So get started today using promo code WGG via the Thrive Fantasy app on the App Store or the Google Play Store today, or by visiting their website at thrivefantasy.com. Once again, that promo code is WGG. We are giving you $50 for free, so go download the app and prop up with us today. Now, without further ado, enjoy episode 219 of Not Another Gaming Podcast. Yo, welcome back to Not Another Gaming Podcast. I am your host, your boy, Papa Dom, and I'm back once again, episode 219, once again, back with the most illustrious, most sensual podcast on the internet, and I could not do this, ever. This would mean nothing, were it not for my fellow two internet dads, my fellow co-hosts, my fellow founding fathers, my mans and them. First of all, my first co-host, a man who has absolutely, not once, never, in his life, ever set his eyeballs towards anything anime related. A man whose backlog is insurmountable, but on a weekly basis, he is digging his way out of it here on twitch.tv/wickedgoodgaming. A man who is notorious, nay, infamous, for bench pressing Chrysler Winstars outside of your local Walgreens locations. My friend and yours, Dr. Bob, how are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. I went to the gym yesterday at like 6 a.m. This is what I've been doing recently. I've been waking up at 6 o'clock in the morning, going to the gym every other day, and I did legs yesterday, and then I slept until what time? I had to wake up at 8 o'clock to show a plan to a physician, and then I passed back out for another 4 hours. So if anybody from work ever listens to this, I apologize. But I'm doing good. I'm fucking sore. My legs hurt. I don't want to stand up. I'm going to just roll my fucking chair over to my bed after this and just
flop over.
Flop into my bed.
Yeah,
but yeah, nice long weekend coming up. I finished the majority of my work already today. So hopefully I get left the fuck alone tomorrow. But yeah, I'm doing good.
Excellent.
I'm feeling good too. Bobsitivity 2021. I'm feeling good.
All Bobsitivity.
Dude, I hate it.
Bob.
You know what? It kind of is. Okay.
That's awesome.
I've been waking up first thing in the fucking morning, dude, and I thought I was going to hate it. I kind of feel great. Kind of feel great. Can't stop me now. Who the fuck's going to stop me? Get in my fucking way. We'll see what happens.
That's right. That's right. And of course, the man who has been known to tweet things quite frequently, the global director of social media operations for wickedgoodgaming.com, one of the best shoutcasters in the game, aside from myself, potentially one of the best new voice actors on the market. I do mean he is on the market.
Come on.
A one man social media conglomerate. The host who's tall and lanky and always up for a couple of drankies. Chris P, how are you, my friend?
Dom, thank you so much for the beautiful introduction. You didn't have to throw the on the market thing out there. That was kind of a low blow. But
I meant that you're available to hire for video game companies.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what you meant. But I'm doing great, and I'm very happy to be here every week. Look forward to this. Episode 219, a lot of episodes. As Dom said, I am a free agent when it comes to voice acting. As you can tell, I have a very clear, crisp voice. Doesn't sound like there's peanut butter in my mouth at all. I pronounce words very well. I'm very good at reading. Unlike Bob, I am not a hero, and I don't go to the gym. So I'm not sore right now. I do not wake up at 6 a.m. My sleep schedule's a little fucked up, so I've been waking up at like 10 because I have a fake job and it really doesn't matter. But I'm happy to be here. It's your boy Chris P, the tallest and the lankiest.
And last but not least, I mean, I would argue the best of us. Returning to the show.
For sure. Easily.
Definitely the pinkest.
Definitely the pinkest. Absolutely the pinkest. I mean, unless like you get Chris outside like on a Southeast Sunday in the middle of the summertime, you see him outside on one of those. I mean, the boy gets pink.
Oh yeah, like I don't tan, but like I do at some point. But like it's a big burn at first, and then somehow it just
you look like a medium rare.
I'm always medium rare.
It's a slow burn, yeah.
Yeah. So returning to the show, she is an artist, a cat mom, a content creator, a gaming broadcast host, a mental health advocate, and all around phenomenal human. But most of all, her most impressive, most illustrious accolade is that she is a 2-time guest on the show and a certified certified friend of the program, and the soon-to-be CEO of G4 TV, Allie Baker. Welcome back. What is good?
Finally the recognition. I feel I have so much dessert. No, dude, it's so good. Thank you so much for that intro. So epic. Yeah, it feels good to be hanging out with you guys because I kind of got my start with you guys almost. I feel like I was coming up and I met you at PAX. Dom, I feel.
Yep.
You invited me on the podcast.
Oh,
it's good to be in good company.
And we made it in like the video application that you put out there for G4. We made it in that video. I was very happy to see that. I was pumped.
I got like a little emotional that we got included in that. And that was the first one. You were like, video games of my life.
Y'all are like my gaming family, so
hell yeah,
like my podcast fam.
That's right.
We'll just bring it in. Bring it in, everybody.
It's my wicked good bros, man.
That's right.
My wicked good dads.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. It's like Full House, you know, like there's 3 dads.
Yeah.
You know, we got a bunch of kids.
You can't get enough dads. You can never have enough dads.
Dude, I literally
facts,
every single day I open up my phone. For some reason, my phone wants to send me a notification of the 3 of our heads put on the Full House trio.
Yes!
I gotta clean that up. I gotta redo that one.
I have it somewhere. I gotta find it.
I have to redo it and just put and make like in the Full House font, just like internet.
Who's Bob Saget though? That's the question.
I feel like it's me. It's probably me.
Yeah. Oh no, because that would mean Bob would have to be Uncle. No, I don't want him to be Uncle Jesse. He's too cool. I would have to be Joey.
I'll find it. Don't worry.
I mean, I can't remember who I think in that picture I put Bob's face on Jesse Katsopoulos, and then I put you on Uncle Joey.
Fuck.
You do good voices.
Out.
Yeah. Cut it out.
Yeah, but it's been wild, man. Quarantine, G4 coming back. A year ago, I was like, that dream was dead. That ship sailed. So just the fact that they're coming back is so cool. Like, are you kidding me?
That's it. They were like...
And like, people are craving the nostalgia more than ever now because we're all just introverts being like, let's play video games, man. Like, thinking back fondly.
That's quite literally our motto. That is our unofficial credo. Just play video games.
I love that.
That's literally it. All right, so we're going to talk a little bit about G4 coming back, but before we do that, let's roll into a little segment that we like to call the Weekend Recap.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
As you might remember, this is one of our most complex, nuanced segments where we just talk about our weekends. Allie, since you're the guest, you have the floor. How was your weekend? Did you play any video games? Did you have any beverages? Did you pet any cats? You know, what's been going on?
Oh my god, yes, dude, that is so amazing. Oh, the 3 dads. You can never have enough dads. Okay. I had a great weekend. I just finished Scott Pilgrim the game, which again, that was a game that came out I think in 2012. So almost kind of around the time when I was interning at G4. So like I look back on that time too. Like that whole soundtrack to that game is amazing. Anamana Gucci did the soundtrack for that. But yeah, I just played through it fully, and I never played through it all the way, and it was really, really good from start to finish. super enjoyed it.
There was a lot of controversy when that game came out because
Yeah.
there was weird licensing issues, and then there was music licensing issues as well. So it got released, and then it sat
Yeah.
shelved for so long, and then just got re-released like last year.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember playing it when it came out too. I don't know why I never finished it. Probably because I was so gung ho about the gaming industry at that time. But it's been kind of fun to like find my way back to it and finally finish it. And just I don't know. I don't know. It's and also like I feel kind of personally attacked by Ramona Flowers a little bit, kind of. So. But yeah, I'm also a huge fan of like the comics too. So I felt like the game really was great fan service. And for people that love the movie, like even the beginning when it's like ba 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 bum bum ba 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 ba.
Yeah, they got nailed it.
And that feeling you get when it starts, and then I mean, they're clearly playing off of like those arcade game vibes, like TMNT, Turtles in Time, and like the Simpsons arcade game, like classic, just, you know, being in the arcade and people are already playing, but just you can jump in and play whenever you want.
Dude, the Simpsons arcade was elite.
That
was such an elite game. Yeah.
I have so many. I mean, my parents would just drop me off at like Sports World, which was just this arcade near my house. So I have like so many memories of just like that. And it, I don't know, that game just really brings me back because I didn't have a Nintendo Entertainment System or an SNES, so I couldn't play Turtles in Time on the NES. I had to go to the arcade. But it's just cool. It's cool to see the games that I grew up playing, and especially being such a huge fan of like 8-bit styles. Like I grew up playing Sonic. I'm actually wearing Sonic socks right now.
Love it.
Okay, now you can kind of see it. Yeah, I really love 8-bit. Like that whole genre is just pure nostalgia for me. And again, like, I don't know, I can't get enough of the nostalgia. Something about quarantine, man. It's just all of us we're like going back to 90s stuff and being like, I keep thinking of like, Are You Afraid of the Dark, and like all the shows I would watch on like Nickelodeon as a kid too. Like,
hell yeah.
And it's just because we have so much free time now, you know?
Yeah, I wish we had an arcade that we could just get dropped off at when we were younger. We couldn't go there alone because there was like gang wars and shit going
that
on.
was definitely not the safe. Yeah, the arcade that was closest to us as kids was like not safe. It got shut down because like 20 people got stabbed there. So
oh my god, no.
There was like this meme that was floating around that was like, you can't say you're from Massachusetts if you haven't been stabbed here.
Oh my god. Well, there was this really interesting documentary about the Chinatown or I think the Chinatown Fair arcade that ended up getting shut down. But it ended up being bought out by someone who wanted to revive it, and it was just this really nice story about how this gaming community, even though it kept getting bought out by like new owners, like people just kept congregating, and it kept bringing like good vibes and good people. It's just a shame that so many businesses have had to like really close. I feel like COVID might have been the final straw for that specific arcade. Actually,
all of those businesses closed, and people can't be with their wives who are their pregnant wives in hospitals. But hey, you could still go to a mall, and hey, you could go to the Super Bowl if you want to, and go mingle at a mall because those are open. Because
dude,
fucking capitalism.
I grew up in New Jersey, so I mean that's all I know is malls.
So technically, you can go everywhere in New Jersey right now since it's just all malls.
Yeah, dude. I mean, well, that's how China does it. They have that whole underground system of like tramways, and that's how they get around. Like we really missed the boat on that one, y'all. Like we should have.
Yeah, we're so far behind.
Yeah, right. Like what?
We should be like not levitating, like teleporting places by now. The world's so far behind, man.
I just wanted a levitating board. Was it so much to ask, man?
Well, like even if they have if they have the teleport like invention down, if they're being greedy about it, they don't want people to teleport everywhere. People should have one teleport per day, and just like draw it. If they get to teleport once per day.
No, twice.
But yeah, there and back.
Twice.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's fair.
It's a round trip. It's a round trip
Okay,
teleport.
that works.
Oh yeah, I'll see you later. I'm going to be in Venice in 15 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I can't wait for that.
I'd be getting so banged up in different countries, and just be like, all right, like time to go home. Teleport. I'm already in my bed.
Go.
I'll
See
be
you later.
elite.
Oh God.
Shit,
Chris, how
dude,
was your
I don't
weekend?
want to pay for an Uber to Mix 360 right now.
The things I would do to pay for an Uber to Mix 360 right now, I would happily drop $100 on it. Dom, my weekend, I'm so happy you asked. My weekend was good. I wanted to lay low this weekend, but the Super Bowl kind of like gave me the elbow drop, and I had to do something for it. So
So weird
Yeah.
that the Super Bowl happened this weekend. I feel bad that I didn't even partake.
yeah, well, we
I was just
got
like,
to enjoy
video
it.
games.
'Cause, you know, Tom Brady, we had to watch it a little bit, so ended up drinking on Sunday, and I feel like the Lord just gave me a pass for Monday. He's like, you know what? We've done it to the kids so much. Let's let them wake up and feel good. I woke up and like I felt great, and like that like you were given some sort of a hall pass when you have like half a bottle of Dr. McGillicuddy's that's all sugar and on top of a dozen beers. And I woke up
Yeah.
feeling like a fresh daisy. I was like, oh, this is phenomenal.
You wake up like Sean Connery. The day is mine.
Yeah, exactly. Just took on the day. It was great. As for what I played, I played some Valorant, and I have applied for a certain GTA role playing server that I'm gonna start once I get approved for it. My name is going to be Giuseppe Fettuccini, and I am going to be from Boston. I'm going to move to the West Coast. I'm going to be in Los Santos, and I am a top journalist on the North Shore. Now I'm going to the West Coast, to Los Santos, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to find drama from around town / make it up and just put out hit pieces on everyone and like have a Twitter account for it and shit. It's going to be incredible. The town's going to hate me. I can't wait for it.
My
That's
God.
great. Everyone disliked that.
But yes, I will, Reggie. I will stream it once it does happen. It's gonna be fun. But yeah, that was my weekend. Really good one. Looking forward to this weekend because Call of Duty League is back. Watch it today. It's on until Sunday.
Ooh.
So it's been nice. Been nice. Just got to get through work tomorrow, and we're in the clear. Bob, how was your weekend, King?
It was good. I don't think I did all that much this weekend. I played a bunch of Valorant. I beat the medium, or did I do that 2 weeks ago? I don't fucking remember anymore.
What is time?
I genuinely don't. Oh wait, no. Last week was Firebase Z. That's what. It was.
Oh,
Ooh.
yeah.
That's what we fucking did last week.
How's that?
We didn't world first because the servers for Activision are fucking garbage.
Ooh, shots
we-
fired.
We were probably like a half a step ahead of most people, maybe a half a step behind. Most people were all stuck on the same step, and it was
Yeah.
the mimic step and the Easter egg. So we're on it. We're working our way through it. We only
Hell
need one
yeah.
more. Game fucking crashes. Server crashes. We all get fucking booted. We jump back in
Ugh.
again. We catch back up. At this point, they're like a little further ahead of us.
Yeah.
We got a dud server, and the mimic step wouldn't work. So we had to
Oh my
start all over again.
God.
And by the time we started, it was already finished.
You gotta be
so.
kidding me.
Yeah, it was bullshit.
It was a fat
We-
L, boss man.
I mean, first of all, we
Press F
know
in chat to pay respects.
we know next time we have to have someone on console host it. So Bricky or Doug, basically. But hey, we did well. Okay. We did
That's all
well.
you can ask for, man.
We
First
I'm
time,
so proud
first
of you guys.
time.
if we didn't get fucked by
You know what, team?
if we didn't get fucked by shitty servers, I think we would have been okay.
I think we
yeah.
would have done well too.
I think we would have done fine.
They'll have another
I-
break before the game's over. They'll have another
Oh
break
yeah, no,
before the-
they're estimating 6 total, so 4 more potentially.
Let's go, baby.
Wow.
That's 4 more world firsts under the belt. Lock
You
it
got
up.
this shit, Bob. But regardless, it was fun. I mean, it was fun. Obviously, yeah, you really can't do much when it comes to that. Just shitty servers is what it is. But it was a good time. You know, everyone kind of fueled up, got on, had a couple
Oh,
laughs, and as soon as that happened, you could just like feel everyone in the Discord like voice chat just like deflate a little bit because like we had to like get back to it.
yeah.
We pretty much have I think we have the dream team set down. I think it's locked in.
Yes.
Like, I think we're pretty good to go for the next 4 or so. But I did also recently start. I've been getting in bed and trying my best not to stay up until 2 o'clock in the morning and watching people on Twitch. So I'll have people on Twitch in the background, but I'll have them muted.
Smart, real smart.
And I've been playing Mario Odyssey. That's the other game that I've been playing recently, Mario Odyssey. And it is good. I like all the new mechanics that are introduced to this game, but I think it's very tedious.
Ooh.
I think it's very fucking tedious. I think there's a lot of like, it gives me old Banjo-Kazooie, Banjo-Tooie vibes where it's like, guess what?
Yeah.
This is a collectathon. Start fucking collecting. And that's
the game
basically
begins.
That's all
Whenever.
it is. But they do it well. It does it well. But yeah, so pretty much just Mario Odyssey, Call of Duty, and Valorant. But again, I'm taking a big long break from Call of Duty until the next Zombies map comes out.
True. Bob, question for you. So with those streams in the background, when you're watching that stream, you want to be there because you enjoy the content / you want to support them, correct?
Yeah.
So do you know that if your volume is all the way down, it does not count as a viewer?
Yeah.
Okay. Just want to make sure you know that.
I did not know that.
Yeah,
I just learned a new thing today.
Yeah, and if you're watching it through another website, like if you're watching a Counter-Strike stream through HLTV, Twitch will start throwing purple screens of death at you, saying, hey, why don't you get the best experience on Twitch? And it's super intrusive.
Wait, just in, I heard muted viewers do count. This whole time, I thought muted viewers did not count, so I always have like a little volume there. So, Al, you didn't learn anything today.
Dude, I was gonna say, if that pro tip really, you snuck that one by me, man.
Yeah. Los Locos said Twitch support posted something on Twitter about it. I stand corrected. Thank you, Los Locos.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pete, for the sub as well.
Oh yeah, thank you, Pete. Dom,
yeah.
I wonder how your weekend was. I mean, you're hosting tonight, right? I mean, you want it to be all about us, but I want right now to be about you. How was your weekend?
I appreciate it, and as much as I don't want to talk about how my weekend was, I'll have to do so. So my weekend was pretty good. I didn't get a whole ton of time to play video games, but for what time that I did have, I've been really focusing on grinding out some progression in Shadowlands and World of Warcraft.
Yes.
Got some really good raid progression down. Got all 10 normal bosses down, and one heroic boss is down. So still 9 more to go on that, but that's probably like the farthest I've been in like 3 expansions. I've never really had time to raid regularly, but things have just been falling in my favor, and I found a pretty good group to run with regularly, so that feels great because I know the fights now, and it's only going to get easier every time we do it. Other than that, on Friday, got together with a couple guys from my 9 to 5 who I actually had never met in person before because I started this new job 10 days before the pandemic hit, and I was only in the office for 10 days. So I literally...
dang.
Yeah, I've met like 12 of my coworkers out of like...
That is so funny.
Yeah, out of like the thousands of people that work there. So there's a couple guys that are on my team, and I was like, I just miss after work drinks. So we went to a local Chinese restaurant. We had a couple Mai Tais, got a couple poo-poo platters. Went to another local watering hole, and I felt pretty hydrated by the end of the night. I'll tell you that for free.
Yeah, you were texting me.
I felt pretty fucking hydrated by the end of the night, so that was good. And then Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, TB12, number 7, best to ever do it, best to ever pick up a football, best team sport athlete of all time. I don't want to fucking hear it. I'm not up for. We're not arguing because it's not up for argument because it's not an argument. But we actually Saturday night we get home. The wife and I get home, and we realized quickly that there was something very, very wrong with our house's plumbing system.
No.
Yeah. So
Wait, was I there recently?
yeah. No.
Now I'm just thinking it's some parasite shit.
It's
like-
there was something very
It's
wrong, and there was a
whole place is
system.
overflowed.
We needed to call a plumber to fix it, and that was not going to happen that late on a Saturday. And as it turns out, plumbers either don't work on Sundays or they will charge you literally your firstborn child to even show up. So that wasn't happening on Sunday either. So Sunday, when we couldn't shower, couldn't use the toilet, couldn't do nothing, my next door neighbor was nice enough to be like, "Hey, why don't you just come get shit faced over here? You guys already bought all that food and you were gonna cook it, so like just come cook over here. I'll get you drunk and we can watch the game." And I was like, "That sounds fucking wonderful." And so I did. So we did that. That was a great time. He also has 2 dogs, so we got to bring Miller over there to play with them, and they're really good friends. So that was great. It was puppies, football.
They're really good friends.
Yeah, I mean
my
they get along
God.
great. They get along great. He has 2 Jack Russell Terriers. Their names are Jack and Russell, which I think is fucking
God.
hysterical. So and Miller is like just about their size now, so he can keep up with them.
Sounds like you guys had your very own puppy bowl.
We did, yeah. It was more like a puppy, like
Awesome.
Indy 500, because they were just like fucking chasing each other around the house. But yeah, that was basically it. But let's just dive right in because I know we got a couple different things that we want to talk about. Allie, I want to give you the floor first. And I know that you there's been some news about some new. This is actually probably the first time we've talked about furniture on the podcast. But there's been some very interesting furniture that's been releasing. So what's going on with that? Tell us all about it.
Well, IKEA just announced that they're going to be going into the gaming market with gaming furniture launching globally in October. I feel like that is how you know that gaming is getting big, is if IKEA is on board.
Yeah,
Stick a
100%.
meatball on it, guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Get a couple Swedish meatballs, like fucking love that.
Dude,
Bordy.
It's not an IKEA trip if you don't get the meatballs at the end.
Absolutely.
Don't cheat yourself.
No.
Don't do that.
No.
It's not right.
I've
It's
never
not
had
right.
them. I've never been in an IKEA.
I mean,
I think it's hell on earth.
yeah. I mean, it's absolutely
I have to go.
it's like the 9th ring of hell, basically.
It's
but
fucking awful.
It really is. And if your relationship can survive an IKEA, God bless.
I
Godspeed.
won't. I refuse. I won't go. I will not step foot into an IKEA.
That
with my
is,
girlfriend.
if you ever want to test a relationship, I'll tell
It'll
you
be
what.
It'll be like
I've got
like
a fun
all of
game
those
for you.
it'll be like all those Victoria's Secret memes where where a guy's holding a purse outside just fucking
Yeah.
flexing.
yeah.
That's gonna be me in the IKEA.
Yeah.
Just no, not
Yeah.
doing it.
I just think it's interesting that they're getting on the gaming chair trend, though. Like, I feel like I keep seeing it everywhere. Like, I was just watching soccer the other day, and on the sidelines, they have, like, literal gaming chairs. Like, just sideline chairs now. It's like, it used to be that I would just go to my car, and then that was that. But,
Right.
but now
Gamers.
everyone is so invested.
I think like that'll be a huge fucking hit, especially with like college dorms or like apartments
And making
or
it
whatever.
affordable.
Yeah,
I think,
like
too,
people
is
that are
huge.
buying all their like cheap furniture at IKEA anyway, because like this desk that I have my computer on is from IKEA.
Yeah.
But people that are furnishing their college dorms or like maybe their first apartment or something, like they're getting one of those fucking gaming chairs. That's what I would have done.
Yeah.
I got
I
the
mean, those
worst-
those motherfuckers aren't cheap. Those gaming chairs, I'll tell you that.
No,
those things
they're
are
not.
expensive.
I mean, what is cheap these days?
I
think it's
great.
Absolutely.
Wait,
not.
Who's to say?
Well, when it comes to like the gaming furniture market, I'm not a big fan of calling everything like a gaming chair, a gaming desk,
gaming
a
meeting.
Yeah. Is
Like-
it really gaming, or
No,
is it
it's a marketing
racing
thing.
scene?
Or does it just have
Yeah.
LEDs on it? Is it really a gaming product, or does it have LEDs on it?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
if there's RGB lights on it, you can call it a gaming product. But so like the IKEA desk right there,
I
quote
can,
unquote
I mean.
gaming
Yeah.
desk. It's just a desk with like a cutout in the middle so you can get closer to your desk. guess what? Just slide your chair up a little bit and you're on top of your desk as it is. You can do the shrimp where you just like lean over and like get super close to your monitor. That already exists. I think the whole gaming this, gaming that is a marketing thing.
Yeah.
Just pretty much designed for more for like furniture that you're going to be in for extended periods of time.
Well, yeah, I feel like we've reached the point in gaming, and then esports took off, and now everyone's just like, gaming. We're all doing gaming now. Gaming. Let's do it.
It's like when you go to a restaurant and it says like artisanal or like house-made or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that. Like it's a buzzword.
So funny to me because it's like I think of IKEA, and it's just like I feel like it's the same people. I feel like it's my parents who are like, Allie, it's just never gonna catch on, and
That's what I'm saying. I mean,
like you said at the restaurant, it's like, oh, nice hearty artisanal bread. Like, brother, this is just toasted sourdough bread. What are you talking about?
Like, what are you?
This is just regular ass bet. This is just
however you're gonna
bread.
spin it, man. I mean,
I'm looking at this right now, and let me say something first and foremost. The chairs themselves, they're probably reasonably priced. They're anywhere from like, it looks like $400 to like $1,200.
Yeah.
And like my chair, I think was like $450. And a like Herman Miller is $1,100. So it's in the range. I also think
I just feel like especially like the name brand, like racing seats, the price points are ridiculous. And honestly, you're just you're literally just paying for the label.
Mm-hmm. That's why there's so many knockoffs now. But they're quote unquote gaming desk, and I'm gonna spell it and then I'm gonna try to pronounce it. I'm feeling like Chris right now. UPPSPEL. Upspell. Upspell.
Kind of a sick name, actually. Kind of like it.
Whatever. It's an adjustable height.
Yeah.
It's an adjustable height one, and it's like this says $588. Let me actually check the site. Okay, see, this doesn't make any sense. Oh, that's in yen. Oh.
I can't do that conversion for you.
Oh, I was wrong the whole time. All the links on this fucking article I'm opening are saying it's yen. Okay, never mind. This is saying that the chairs themselves are going to be $100, $50 to like $110, and then the desk is going to be $600.
I was going to say,
so that's
like $400 to $1,200 sounds obscenely expensive for IKEA. Like they're definitely going to be
it's not.
That's.
No, this is me being a fucking moron. I was opening it and it was showing me how much it cost in yen.
Hey, for all of our listeners that pay for things in yen, now you know. This is an informative podcast.
So that mouse bungee, not $99. It is 99 yen though.
Which is
I don't know.
I'm good with that shit. But as Ali was saying, like you're paying for the name. That's why we see like Bob, what you brought up a while ago, with that company got in trouble for like just pretty much drop shipping chairs, buying them off like Chinese websites for super cheap and just selling them for more. They just like, I think it's called private labeling or something like that, where you buy them and you make up your brand,
white labeling,
and you just
they weren't even doing that.
Private labeling. No, they were just taking the chairs with no labels on it.
Like,
the company wasn't even doing it. Dude.
Like brother, the chair showed up and then Alibaba sticker on it. Like, I know this isn't yours.
They fucking tried so hard to get me to work out a sponsorship with them, and I was like, dude, I'm not paying for any of this. So if you're gonna send it. And then 2 weeks later,
dude, I got one of those too by like just this like really bougie like super like super suspect like not. Dude, like if every other word is an emoji, I'm sorry.
True.
Yes.
Because you're trying to seem like, how do you do, fellow humans? Because it's a bot.
Yeah.
It's like, fellas, if your gaming chair looks like this, and you really want that mad, dank, sick drip, and is like the
praying hands, 100
the praying hands,
yeah,
like the purple devil emoji.
Oh my god.
Man. All right, well, gaming stuff, guys. Am I right?
Hey, man, I was completely off. I was thinking that they were upselling this shit super hard, and they're undercutting. Very well.
It's honestly great. And I mean, especially growing up and going to, I mean, I was a gamer in college. It's nice to know that they're going to have like affordable price points for people who
True.
are like transitioning between, I don't know, moving out of their parents' house or.
Well,
I
that's a
mean-
big thing. Like getting into it and like fully decking out your setup and shit like that. It's expensive, and
Yeah, and it's a
that's
big
why it was-
commitment too.
yeah, and that's why it was so huge. Like last month or a couple months ago, when Booga ended up
Yeah.
partnering up with Five Below to make
Oh,
like
wow.
more affordable gaming peripherals and shit like that.
That's
So
cool.
I'm all about making it more affordable because right now prices are crazy and people just flock towards the name brands. Like I have a buddy now that everything he buys has to be a Razer. Everything he buys has to be Razer. I'm like, dude, like you
Oh,
don't have to spend up.
yeah.
He's like, I'm gonna get a Razer webcam and blah blah blah. It's like $300. I was like, yeah, you can just get a Logitech, man. Like it's just as good and like half the price. But like it's a name brand. So I'm all about making it more affordable. Because like even if you're young and you're not the one buying it, it's a lot to
Mhm.
like go to your parents or whoever your guardian is and be like, hey, like for Christmas I want this $400 gaming chair. Like,
Yeah,
like,
and at that point, you're just like literally waiting for every Christmas to like be like, "Can I have this one thing? Can I
Yeah.
have this one thing?" And then, you know,
yeah, when I was younger and I asked for like an actual office chair, and I wasn't like the gaming chairs weren't a thing.
yeah,
I remember my mom at the time was like, yeah, we have lawn chairs out back. Go get one of those and clean it off and use that. I had a plastic lawn chair that I would sit at my computer and play games on, and I did that for years. I was cool with it.
awesome.
Okay, I used a Dell computer.
yeah. I had a Dell monitor for the. I mean, I still have Dell monitors, honestly. Like, it. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, maybe
agree.
one day I'll sell out, but
Hey.
it hasn't happened yet.
I'm trying to sell out now. I'm done with waiting. I want to sell out
Invest
now.
and peace out.
Yeah.
It's my money and I need it now.
Yes, dude.
So speaking of things that I'm not really quite sure if I needed right now.
Yeah, Hoofbite, thank you for the 7 months, brother. Appreciate you.
Yeah, Hoofbite.
Yes.
Yeah, Hoofbite, yeah. Speaking of things that I'm not quite sure if I needed, but they're happening anyway. So 6 Days in Fallujah is coming out. For those of you who have not heard the name 6 Days in Fallujah before, you are not old enough to listen to this podcast. So if you don't know what it is, 6 Days in Fallujah is a game that is set during one of the most brutal, like, individual conflicts in like modern warfare history. Like it was a like almost a week long battle in one of the largest cities in Iraq in 2004, the Second Battle of Fallujah, and was absolutely terrible. Like tons of losses on both sides. And so back in 2009, Konami announced that they were working with a developer to release a game called 6 Days in Fallujah that would take into account the soldiers and the civilians that were a part of that to create kind of like a video game documentary.
Such a cool mashup of things. Yeah. Oh my god.
A pretty wild thing. And like this game is so like the news on this game is so old that I remember reading about it in like Game Pro and like Electronic Gaming Monthly. Like that's how fucking old this game's like debate has been. So the debate was does like at the time, since it was like 2009, it was like this has only been 5 years removed from like hundreds of people losing their lives. Like is there a time and a place for this? Like are we hitting a little too close to home right now? And so the game got canceled. Konami dropped the game and then nobody had heard of it since for like I mean, what is it? So we're 2020 now, so over 11 years. And then today, it was announced that the original CEO of the developer for 6 Days in Fallujah started a new company, acquired the rights in 2016.
Wow.
And the game is almost done, and it's coming out in just a couple months. It's coming out this year.
Passion project, huh?
Yeah. So
that's great.
I'm actually we're working on getting an interview teed up with the team over there to see, like, you know, talk to them a little bit more about it. But
That's
I thought
so
it was
cool.
Yeah, so I thought it was interesting that, you know, 6 Days in Fallujah was so hotly debated, probably one of the most debated games that I can remember in my lifetime. I thought it's interesting that like the medium is being described as like a video game as a documentary. And
Yeah.
it seems like that development house, I think it starts with a V. I can't remember the name of it right now. It's gonna kill me.
I think it's Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria Games.
Very cool.
Their whole thing, like he founded that to be like a video game documentary company. So I wanted to turn it over to you guys and see what kind of games or what kind of like world events or historical events or whatever, like what kind of documentary you would like to see turned into a video game.
Oh my God.
It doesn't have to be a current documentary, but like what kind of video game documentary would you play? Like what event? Allie, I can tell that you're about to explode, so give it to me.
I am a huge, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I'm a huge US history buff. And I grew up being like really enamored by World War II stuff and like battles and huge fan of Band of Brothers. And I feel like Band of Brothers would really, really lend itself to the video game world well. I feel like that documentary specific, well, I don't even know if it was a documentary. It was a documentary and also based off of it. Yeah, dude, honestly, that series, or even, what was the other one that they did? That was about Vietnam. That was really good.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think it was the same. It was the same company. I think it was actually Tom Hanks or something had something to do with it.
I know exactly. Oh my God, it's on the tip of my tongue too.
But I would honestly, I was a huge like Band of Brothers buff growing up. Saving Private Ryan. All of those kind of films, and part of that is just because my dad is British, my mom is German. They're very like conflicting.
I can see how that. I can see how that would be a little.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, and I grew up playing like Day of Defeat and like Call of Duty too, so that would just be my wheelhouse 150%. And the writing is so good, and it's all based on true events. Are you kidding me? Like you can't make up stories that good.
For sure.
Yeah. I don't know.
I have to side with Allie with like something World War II related. And I don't know, like the Saving Private Ryan's like something that jumps out to me specifically, but one thing I want to say about this whole games as a documentary thing.
Yeah.
I know we talk a lot about like movies coming out with like a video game, video games like portraying a movie, and how we say like the crowd will be very like nitpicky with it and like literally dissect it. This is that times 30.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? You have to literally get everything down to the fucking like nut hair. Everything has to be spot on. But yeah, I mean, maybe like American Sniper or something like that. I feel like that could be kind of cool. Anything. This is gonna sound terrible coming out of my mouth, but I think something like a murder mystery type thing would be kind of a cool documentary to actually play through. I know how it could be like
LA Noir almost.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
What a fucking game.
Are you kidding me?
I was gonna say LA Noir, but with Mindhunter. Dude, what the fuck is this? Let me get there.
In my head, I love Mindhunter. Such
Oh
a good
my
show.
God. Let me get there. Fuck.
Dude.
LA Noir type. LA Noir type, like criminal detective, but for American serial killers.
I got a little something here, buddy.
I'm telling you, the serial killer and like that whole fucking the whole like murder mystery shit is so big right now that will sell. Unfortunately, we're in a time where we're like hyper glamorizing it.
Exactly.
So who the fuck knows what's gonna, dude? Who knows if 20 fucking years from now we're gonna have 50 just serial killers lurking around the U.S.
I love the narrative, the whole narrative of like 1984 and Equilibrium as well. I feel like that would lend itself really well to like a video game documentary almost, or like a real world commentary on the state of capitalism.
Oh my God.
I think there's a lot that can be done with it. That's the thing. And I, like Bob said too, I would love like a murder mystery type playthrough, but it and does
the fandoms
glamorize
would eat that up, dude. Like
they would, but at the same time, it glamorizes it. It's the same way where like
Yeah.
everything on TV, like that's all the attention when something bad happens, right? And you don't know who that hits differently.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like
It's like-
Mad Men was so huge when it came out, but also so controversial because, I mean, they're just recounting what it was like back then, but I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
think
you
of it this
also
way.
don't want people to feel like that's, I don't know.
But that's the thing, right? Like, think of like the Ted Bundy documentary on Netflix, right? Where like I feel like if that was going to offend the people that were affected during it, that documentary would have never been
Yeah.
able to come out. And people talked about that documentary so much, so like the damage is kind of already done with
Mhm.
that. So I don't see it being able to be pushed into like a video game type playthrough. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's tough. It's tough to think of kind of what would hit and what wouldn't be okay. But I mean,
Well,
I
you
could
know
think of
what
a
was-
billion. That would be fun.
You know what was really huge, and we were just kind of talking about this earlier. But on HBO, Chernobyl was released, I
Yeah.
think last year or 2 years ago, and honestly, it had a really great release. I mean, I think they actually broke a bunch of records with that.
Yeah, that's also like, I don't know if I would play a documentary on that because it's just like a walk around and die simulator.
Oh yeah.
just- hey, how
I'm
quickly can you fucking bleed out from the radiation? Just
No,
melting?
Dude,
No,
that
hold on.
point where they got to go in the suits and they have to trudge in the water. They're like literally like trudging through radiated water. It's fucking Fallout, dude. Like
Geiger
I don't
counters.
know.
You get Geiger counters. You get.
that one episode where
pen-
like
your
the
pen
beeping
ionizing?
and it just goes dark and you got the Gaga counter beeping. Oh my god, I lost.
Dude, the
it.
guy
I'm
like
telling you.
accidentally bumps into a wall and then hit the side of his
Yeah.
body is just fucking bleeding, and I'm like, what is it? No!
I don't think that's. I think that was an over traumatized. I
Yeah,
don't think that's how it
maybe.
actually happens.
Yeah, I don't.
Dumb. We can't hear you.
The
Well,
TV show was
honestly-
scary.
It doesn't matter. I don't think that actually. That's not what
it's
happened.
I have a better one.
honestly, it's weird. Like when your body goes into radiation, like your molecules are like, "Fuck you, dude!" Like they're just like, "Fuck this shit all
As-
out." Like they're
as
just
somebody.
like, "Oh
As
god."
somebody who has studied this for far too fucking long and who does this as a career, that show was over dramatic. Okay? It was bad. What happened at Chernobyl was bad.
Yeah,
But people melting, that's not a real thing.
I think they definitely.
I don't know. I watched the show, Bob, and people were
Shut
melting.
up. Shut up. I'm going to get so fucking mad right now. I'm going to get so
Well,
mad right now.
They definitely romanticized it a little bit, but I think it's also there are parts that they romanticize, like the people coming together on the roof and they knew that they were probably going to lose their lives, but they did it anyways. Like I think that's awesome.
My
Like-
favorite tweet in the history of the internet was somebody
I'm
was
on
like,
board.
I gotta pull it up, and it was like, one person was like, if I was at Chernobyl, I simply would have stopped it. And somebody was like, bro, my grandma was there. My grandma was there, and she got like 40 diseases in 20 minutes. It's not worth it. And he goes, R.I.P. to your grandma, but I'm different.
That's honestly one of the best tweets that's ever
Dude,
touched Twitter.
The moment you said the tweet, it popped in. That same fucking one popped into my head, too.
Dude,
I'm
What
just
a-
different.
What about a
It's embarrassing.
documentary on this, right? What about a documentary on like
It's
a
different, man.
a troubled kid at home, right? Maybe he's kind of a hothead, right?
Oh, here we go.
Mom started dating this new guy. He doesn't really like. And he just started lashing out, right? And she wanted to send him to boarding school because she didn't want him in the house anymore, and just wanted him to grow up.
Isn't this the present premise for Bully?
Potentially. And for the sake of the story, let's say his name was like Jimmy Hopkins. And he goes to the school, and he doesn't know anyone there. There's different groups that kind of reside at the school. They're the jocks, the preppy kids, the greasers, all that.
This is
And
Bully.
I don't know, like you have to find out ways to protect yourself. So maybe you get a slingshot or something, and you have to help people around school. And I don't know, just an idea. I feel like that could be a cool game. I don't know.
Dude, they should bring Bully back. I want them
Alec,
to.
yes,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's a good game.
Welcome
Yes.
to every episode of the show. thus far.
where we just sit here trying to convince people to bring back Bully for.
Why don't we have it? That's the thing. Fuck GTA 6, man. Give us Bully 2. Just put that on the back burner. It's already been 12 years. Who cares?
I
Give
think
us Jimmy Hopkins. Bring him back.
for
Give
me,
the people what they want, Rockstar.
True, 100%. I mean, like we've even had a ton of documentaries on like dinosaurs, and
Yeah.
I'm thinking this is the documentary I want to see, right?
I'm ready. Give
You
me
ready for
Land
this?
Before Time, the game.
So like 65 million years ago, right? 65 million years ago, meteorite crashes into Earth. Dinosaurs are killed, but the universe is also split into two parallel dimensions, and the surviving dinosaurs cross into a new dimension and evolve into a humanoid race. One of them claims dominance over another, over the others, and claims himself as the king. But then, many years later in the modern day, two Italian-American plumbers
Oh, of course.
who live in Brooklyn, they're almost driven out of their homes by a mafia-owned construction company, but find themselves crossing over into this new world run by dinosaurs. And maybe I mean, just as like a casting idea, we get like John Leguizamo and Bob Hoskins.
Invest.
That's what I'm thinking. That is my idea of a documentary, because we have to you got to make it a game too,
I can see that sticking.
The greatest video game movie ever created.
Bar none.
Set the standard for video game movies.
Bar none.
Or the Super Mario Bros. Movie.
Yeah,
No, it hasn't been
for a
made
second
yet.
there. For a
Setting
second
all
there.
the standards.
For a second there, I thought you were talking about Dinosaurs, the Disney show.
Oh yes, dude!
That's what I thought you were
Good
going
stuff,
for.
man.
Oh,
That show was
man.
brutal. That show was savage.
I thought you were talking about Dragon Tales that whole time until the end.
No, that they literally try to I mean, that movie.
I was just waiting for it to take a turn, and you were going to be talking about Spyro or something. I don't know.
No, that was how that's how they rationalized the entire Super Mario canon. Was that it was? I don't even know. I can't even.
No, it's
say it with
Drew
a
Bowser.
straight
I
face.
mean,
I'm gonna go see
check
if
it
that
out.
movie's like on demand or something like that, because I need to watch that again with a set
One
of
of you
fresh
brought
eyes.
up Grandma's Boy before the podcast, and honestly, that is literally the first thing I'm going to do when this ends is find out where I can rent that.
I watched
Probably. Seeing as though it's on cable television every 12 hours somewhere. You
It's
can
on
watch it
like
there.
TNT
Just turn on the
or something
TV.
like that.
It'll happen.
Literally.
It's on like TNT or FX like every 15
Yeah,
minutes.
right. It's so true.
100%.
Put it on when I go visit my parents.
100%. We'll go to the loony bin together.
Yeah, my parents just got the vaccine. Good for them.
Hey, good for
Wow.
them. Good for them.
Clap it out for my parents. My dad is in his 80s, so that was like I can breathe now. Like,
Love that.
Hey,
Good.
that's
but I
that's
can
awesome.
like actually go visit them and not like worry. So
Yeah, my father-in-law just got his second dose. My wife just got her first.
oh, that's awesome.
because she's in a certain line of work that that gets that priority. So that's great.
That is awesome.
Yeah. So meanwhile, I'm just over here being like, I guess I'll just fucking die. I guess I'll just wait.
Yeah, that's me. I'm like,
I'll see you guys in fucking
quarantine came
August.
along.
I have my second one scheduled for like 2 weeks from now.
That's awesome.
I'm just gonna.
Congrats.
Oh my god! I'm just gonna. Every person I see that I know, I'm just gonna kiss them on the lips. Every one of them.
Me first.
Guess what? You can't get sick for me.
Me first. Okay, so one thing that I did want to ask, and because people, and you know what, Los Locos Taco in the chat was so kind to ask. He said, "Speaking of TV, what's going on with G4 TV?"
Oh,
And
yeah.
and you know what?
It's a great question.
What is going on with G4 TV, and why haven't they hired you yet, Allie?
Well, I had the pleasure of working with them, or interning for them forever ago. So, I mean, it would be so cool if they hired me. Listen, this has been a dream of mine for like 10 years in the making. If this happens, that would be so cool. If not, that's cool too. I'm just happy that G4
It's absolutely
back,
not cool.
honestly.
No, we're not settling. No, you are on your favorite internet dad's podcast right now. We're not settling.
And we're here to
it's
defend
cool.
you. I'm taking the book report right to their fucking desk, and I'm like, you give my kid an A right now, and you hire them.
I won't stop until they hire you. You know what diamond hands are, Allie? You know what diamond hands are? I will hold on. I will hold on to this grudge forever. Until diamond hands, baby. We won't stop. We truly won't stop. If they have an IPO at some point, I'm going to hit up my boys at Wall Street Bets and we're going to tank that fucking stock.
You guys are amazing.
Sell.
Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah. If you guys can use the Alley for G4 hashtag, that would be huge. Yeah, it's cool. It's fun. I feel like I'm campaigning. This is probably the closest I'll ever be to like I don't know,
Political office.
Yeah.
I mean,
but
because like I think a while ago they started this campaign that was like, hey, if you want to be a G4 on-screen talent, like we're hiring now, and you know, because everybody, you know, in their mother streams or as a content creator or whatever, and so there's people coming out of the woodwork, you know, and there's also definitely people who, like I just would never want to watch on TV ever, but you know, I mean, but you know, God bless them, you know, I'm glad they're doing this.
Yeah.
But however, they are no Allie Baker, and I will stop at nothing. That's what I'm saying. So is it Allie 4 G4, like the number 4 G4?
Honestly, either one.
No.
You gotta pick one. Get a trainer.
I'll take what I can get. I don't care.
Right.
Which one would you rather, FOR or the number 4? I think the FOR looks better, personally.
I think FOR looks better too, and
Okay.
I'm kind of a lone wolf kind of gal, so it was actually by accident. I realized after the fact that I think they were going for the before G4 thing, and I was like, crap, like I just got fired before I was even hired.
All right.
Well, the application video you made was very well done too, and I'm not just saying that because we were in it, but it was very well done.
Honestly, it's crazy. This couldn't have come at a more opportune time. I had just finished my reel. It was like the universe was being like, hey, dude, like, here, I'm going to throw you a bone. Like, I don't know. I just think it's
100%.
so cool.
You want to hear one more cosmic entity aligning?
Yeah, definitely.
4 years ago, almost to the exact date, 4 years ago, February 8th, 2017, I wrote one of the first articles we put on the site.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it wasn't. That was 2016. I wrote G4 Revival, Gone But Never Forgotten.
Yeah.
4 years ago, almost to the date. And here you are on the show.
Yes.
And it was just me campaigning for now's the time for G4 to come back. You want to know why? Because nostalgia. That's why. The nostalgia fucking sells.
It's so true. It's so true. But honestly, like I feel like I've been working for this my whole life. Like I worked in college at GameStop, and my first job ever was at Blockbuster. I was a video game aficionado. You know, it's just like, I kind of want to ask them to like put me in, coach, because like I'm ready, man. Like
you should.
I've been training for this my whole life, and especially with the quarantine and everything, it was just like quarantine happened, and I was like, all right, like I can get with this.
Yeah.
You know,
listen,
like
this is what we're gonna do. This is what we're gonna do. Is we're going to because we're gonna prepare you because you're gonna get this interview anyway. So Chris, Bob, and myself are boardroom executives for G4 TV, and we're gonna 3-on-1 interview you right now.
okay.
So Allie, you want to work at G4? Why?
I've lived and breathed video games for the last 10 years of my life, and honestly, it's all because of G4 that I do what I do. If I wouldn't have failed out of college and been sitting at home at my parents' house watching G4, I would have never done all this stuff. I would have never dared to dream or wanted to be a comedian or make people laugh, or I'm just so grateful. I wouldn't be where I am if it wasn't for G4, and I don't know. It would just be a dream come true for me.
Nice. Okay. Well, another question for you. So you said that you worked at Blockbuster as a video game aficionado. Can you name a time that you went above and beyond for a customer?
Oh my god, all the time. I don't know. I would have like people like wait outside and like this sounds weird, but like when we couldn't like trade in games at GameStop, I would always be like, yo, like I will like you're please don't get rid of that PlayStation 1 that's like messed up. Can you just like, cuz they had rules, you know, like you're not supposed to like turn down a trade or whatever, and I was just like, dude, like I would meet people outside and just to like talk about collectibles and stuff, you know.
Okay. So you're a hustler. I like that. As one of the board executives at G4, I do like a hustler. We need a hustler on this team.
Dude,
Bob, do you have a question?
I will tell you something. I'm the biggest hype woman you've ever met.
Okay.
Genuinely. I've been a hype woman my whole life for Machinima, for Rooster Teeth, for Microsoft. And you know what? It's about time that I was just a hype woman for myself. And that's honestly...
Damn straight.
Wow.
You're goddamn right.
That's honestly
You're goddamn
why I'm
right.
like,
Wow.
so gung-ho
So
about this.
I want to see your hype ability right now. Can you hype me up as I take a sip of water and rip my vape? Good.
All right. I'm just gonna say, I just want to say, let's go!
Mm-hmm.
Let's go!
Hydrate up. Hydrate up.
Go! Let's go! You know? It's like
That was good. That was real good.
Yeah. Well, it's like Slayer fans, because Slayer fans know. But it's kind of like that. It's just let's go, you know.
Allie,
Don't just scream, "Let's go!"
Allie,
Yeah,
love the energy. Love the energy. Another follow-up question.
Okay, all right.
If we were to hire you, right?
Okay,
What
all right. I'm listening.
classic show from our past would you like to revive and be the host of?
Oh my god, are you kidding me? X-Play.
Great answer.
Love it.
I mean, I'm wearing a shirt from when I lived in Austin, Game Over Video Games. I've been a collector forever. I was never allowed to have consoles as a kid. Video games was always my escape. It's the reason I have such cool dads now. It's the reason I have cool friends. It's the reason, I don't know, I get to do everything. Video games are awesome, man. And if I can, I don't know, keep convincing people that video games are awesome, I don't know.
Yeah.
You get the fucking job. Yeah.
Right, so
if not, I'll handcuff myself to the building.
One last question. So first 90 days that you're
Oh, wait,
there.
I already hired her.
I mean, well, listen, I want to just know, because I mean, now we're considering. I mean, we're talking about. I might have to kick somebody off the board of directors here.
We also have to talk salary at this point too. Now.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. So
honestly, I wish that they were bringing. I don't know if they're bringing back American Ninja Warrior or not. I kind of hope that they do, because I always loved that show too. But dude, X-Play to the bone. Like I hosted my own segment on my college TV station, and it was based loosely off of X-Play, called Allie's Got Game. I actually posted, I think, a clip of that pretty recently on Twitter. But yeah, dude, that show just set me up for so much awesome in my life, and to be able to host that show, yeah, it would just be a dream come true, honestly, because I have so many wonderful stories to tell about video games and how they've honestly only done wonderful things for me.
Love that.
You know?
Love that. So
I think there's
question.
a lot of positivity and to be had from video games.
Totally agree. I totally agree. So, I mean, we've already considered you for the role, and we've already conferred amongst ourselves, and we can all agree that you're a shoo-in.
Oh, guys.
However, what I want to know, we want to talk about we want to see your vision. You know, we want to talk about vision. So first 90 days, you have to make one major change at G4. Obviously, the station, you know, went the way of the dinosaurs, but now it's coming back. So what is one thing that you would like to change the most for when G4 comes back?
Can I actually start by keeping something the same?
Yes.
And that's the interactivity.
Phenomenal interview.
The interactivity with their audience was honestly what got me from the get-go, and I would love to see more of that. I fell in love with Attack of the Show and X-Play because they had this Twitter ticker on the bottom that made me feel like my opinion mattered. And as a woman and as a gamer, I mean, 10 years ago, I didn't feel very good about my opinion, you know, and they kind of made me believe in myself. And I feel like that's kind of cool. Like, we should keep doing that. Making people feel like they have a platform.
Hell yeah.
And especially other women. I don't know, Morgan Webb and Olivia Munn were huge role models for me. And it would be really cool to be able to carry that torch for the next generation.
Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. Love that. All right. I love that. That's great. I totally agree. And I think that, you know, here at G4, here at the G4 global headquarters, you know, we like to take this feedback into consideration. But yeah, no, I totally agree. And so you got the job. You got the job. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard.
Rapture.
But no, I totally agree. And I think that, you know, like G4 did that for a lot of people, where there was that level of interactivity, there was that level of like accessibility. You know, and there was a lot of engagement with people, like before Twitch, before like you could go on the internet. This is when I had fucking dial-up. So I'm watching on TV and people are talking about video games. They're running down what was the show where they had like the cheat codes and
cheat.
Yeah,
right?
it was just cheat, right? Because they had cheaters, which was like a whole different fucking. That was like,
damn, glorifying cheating. I'm off this board.
Yeah, they're gonna be talking about corked routers on the.
I didn't actually start watching G4 until it was Cheat. Cheat was a TV show on G4 that provided cheat code strategies, and it was hosted by Kristen Adams, who
she was also great. She was also great. They actually did have a lot of female-led programs, which was really great. You know what
Blair
I mean?
Herder was really huge with comics, and honestly, being able to like work alongside her was one of the coolest things I've ever got to do. So like, and to be able to see like other women in a field that I got to intern at G4. I was just wide-eyed and bushy-tailed then, you know, like, and it's funny how it worked out because, I mean, if G4 hadn't have gotten bought out by Esquire and gone under, like, I would have been going back the next year.
Right.
So, I mean, that, I don't know.
You know why she's also a good hire, by the way? Because she's not fazed by fucking anything. Her cat just jumped onto her back, didn't flinch at all, didn't see it come.
Did you notice that?
No.
We were just watching the cat in the background, like, slowly climb down and then just sprinted right past your arm. You didn't even flinch. You didn't move a fucking muscle. And that's how we know that you're going to stand strong here at G4 Incorporated. So, welcome aboard.
I feel like if it would have been back then, I wouldn't have been ready. But I feel like everything happens for a reason. And all of the stuff that I've been through, I feel like, I don't know. I want to be able to help people. That would be cool.
You got this shit. In the realest way possible, you got this shit.
And even if I don't, honestly, I'm just going to keep making content and doing me and actually showing up for myself, because I feel like that's been a really big theme, because my parents were all like, Ali, you have to get a job with the health insurance. It's very important, Ali. So
Can you do that one more time?
Ali, it's very important that you get the job with good health benefits.
It's great. You murdered that.
That is very important. That is very important.
But yeah, I mean, I definitely did that thing where I worked for all these different companies, and I love doing hosting stuff. I really do. But to be able to start working on my own content again, and like, I want to start making videos again, you know, just to be able to carry my own brand for a while would be nice. But yeah, this G4 thing has been my dream forever. It would be the coolest thing ever. But I mean, either way, I'm going to be awesome. And I'm just so grateful that I even get the opportunity to, because
Thanks.
I was like, bye, Felicia. Like, that dream was dead, you know, like, I'm
Came
just
back.
happy that, yeah.
We're back.
What's that saying? If like you let a bird go and it comes back, it was always yours, or something like that.
Oh, I love that.
Something like that.
It's like
That's
little
right.
songbird thing too.
That's right.
I'm getting Bioshock vibes from it too,
Hey.
of course.
I mean, Allie, just like you said, I mean, you've been hyping other people up for a very long time. Now it is your turn to hype yourself up, and it is our turn to hype you up. So
yeah, thank you.
go smash that hashtag on every social media network.
My
Allie
favorite
G4,
cool
Allie
dad.
G4. That's right. That's right.
Come here,
I'm showing up to the sideline at the soccer game, and I am fighting a father on the opposite team if they even think about.
I swear to God, if that coach doesn't put you in the second fucking half, I'm gonna take that bench and I'm gonna fucking flip it.
We're all in like matching tracksuits.
What? I mean, I couldn't ask for 3 better dads. I really couldn't.
Hey,
We're here for you.
It's just the 3 of us standing in the
Dude,
fucking just in the stands with
beautiful.
our arms crossed. Yeah.
Just like every here and there, you just like lean
Just
to the
like
side and looking like there's a.
Forming a wall, like a human wall.
the ref goes to like throw a flag or something on Allie, and then just looks at us and puts it back in his pocket. Just
He looks at us, we're all just going like this.
Put it back.
Just puts the red card back in the pocket. All right. Well, I mean, you passed the interview with flying colors. There is just one final test that we have here on the podcast, and that is to respond to some voicemails.
Yeah.
Need advice?
So, for those of you who don't know, for those of you who don't know, you can give us a call live on the show, 617-701-7678. It's the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line. And listen, we're here to answer your calls. So listen, you want you got a topic suggestion, you got a roast, a compliment, relationship advice, whatever it is that you need, we've got it for you. So the WGG Internet Dad Sauce Line, 617-701-7678. First caller. Here we go.
Hey, Wicked Good Gaming family. It's Coleman here. Hope everyone had a great week. Hope everyone's enjoying the new zombie map that's playing it. Haven't got a chance to play it yet because of my stupid work's overtime schedules, but I'm hoping to play it today. Just got a quick question for you guys, a little themed one this week. So back in the day, I used to religiously watch G4. It's where I saw my first Ninja Warrior, saw my first esports player. Used to love watching X-Play, even though my parents hated it because then I would start begging for the latest video game I saw on there. My question for you guys is, what was one of your favorite G4 show, like, showtimes? What was something that you guys used to love to watch? Hope everyone has a great week. Keep it real. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
I love Coleman. Thank you for the voicemail, bro.
That's awesome.
I was a big Attack of the Show guy. I thought that it was a good. I mean, I loved X-Play. I loved X-Play as much as the next person. I actually saw Adam Sessler one time at a PAX after party, and I was too afraid to talk to him. I was like wicked intimidated, and I was like, I've watched this dude on TV for years, and like I'm all set. Like
I talked to him once at a party, and it was like the coolest moment ever. Like to feel like he recognized. I don't know, to just be seen. It was cool.
You know what's gonna be crazy at the next after party? He's gonna be coming up to the 4 of us.
Like,
and saying the exact same thing.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, I was just so intimidated to talk to you, but now here we are. But yeah, I loved Attack of the Show.
I have so many good memories of watching Olivia and Kevin together. They have I always felt like they had such good chemistry as hosts. And to watch that show was just to watch fantastic television, honestly. That X-Play and like American Ninja Warrior, dude, like I got hooked, man. Like that show is fun.
Yeah, that's really all I can go off of. All right, so I'm going to be honest. I was never really big into G4. And that's why I'm on your side so much, because I got nothing to lose going to bat for you with this. If I get to handcuff myself, it's not like if I lose access to it, it'll affect me. American Ninja Warrior is probably the only one I can really go off of, because I've definitely watched that, but like nothing else.
I grew up playing a lot of soccer. I played soccer for 19 years. So I actually played soccer in college too. Not a lot of people know that. So I'm a super tomboy, big shocker. But yeah, I mean, I used to always watch. You remember like Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Yeah.
It always kind of gave me that vibe, but like
Hey,
upping the ante almost.
guess who wrote an article saying let's bring back Legends of the Hidden Temple?
Who?
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Me.
So,
Me.
I wrote the G4 revival article. Look what's happening.
Yeah.
I wrote the Legends of the Hidden Temple article. We'll see. And as we all already know, I can see into the future, and I will things into existence.
Yeah, dude. Can I tell you something? I believe in manifestation, and like I don't know, man. I've been seeing a lot of repeated numbers lately, which I feel like is a sign that that you're on the right course, or that there's something good happening soon. I don't know.
Telling you.
But I'm not kidding. Like every time I look at the clock, it's like 111 or like 222. I've been actually taking screen caps on my phone because it's just getting to be goddamn ridiculous. But yeah, dude, like weird signals that maybe the universe is like sending you. I don't know. I maybe I subscribe to that stuff too much.
Hey, to each his own, you know?
Yeah, yeah. We all find small comforts in everyday things, I'm sure.
I do have a very strong mindful mentality. It's like a brick wall in here. So whenever I release anything out, it goes out in a fucking tidal wave. There's a tsunami coming out of my mind. And guess what? Alley for G4. Also, Legends of the Hidden Temple. Bring it back.
Yeah, I would love that, dude. I would love because I think that Wipeout actually bought the rights to American Ninja Warrior or something.
I think so. I think so too.
But I would love for them to bring back a show that's almost like a spin-off of like Legends of the Hidden Temple, where you have like Silver Snakes and all these different teams like kind of competing for like these wacky challenges. And then I think they used to have this show on there too sometimes where it would be like this weird Japanese game show where they'd have like the
most extreme elimination challenge.
Yes! That show is so good. I hope they bring that back too. Honestly, holy crap!
I was gonna say Quiet Library.
Please.
Nope. Yes. Most extreme elimination challenge. That also went to like.
And honestly, that is
Fox, but somewhere else afterwards.
That show reminds me of Whose Line Is It Anyway? It's like it's kind of the same vibe almost. That would be fun.
For me,
hell yeah.
For me, it's always X-Play and Attack of the Show. That was like scheduled cable viewings for me when I was a kid. Growing up, that's what it was. Like in my teen years, it was whatever it's on, I'm watching it. So that's for me. Also, thank you for calling, Cole.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dominic, what do you got?
I already said Attack of the Show, but it's okay. We can move on to another voicemail because we've got 4 more. Hold on one second here. Here we go.
What's up, Wicked Gaming? It's Reggie. I just want to thank Chris for paying the down payment on my cousin's, aunts, sisters, cats, pets, rats, surgery expenses. It really means a lot. I'm happy to say the surgery was a success. What a wonderful human being Chris is. Anyway, that's all the time I have for today. Have yourself a good one, guys.
Wow, thank you, Chris, for being so fucking benevolent and for paying for Reggie's.
I would do it again too. I know it was a big surgery. It had to be done, and I've just been fortunate enough where I can kind of help back. I'm just happy I had the time in between, kind of volunteering down at the local soup kitchen and children's hospitals, that I had time to actually meet up with you to get that check.
He really is so giving. It's crazy.
Yeah, and I love talking about it too. So if there's any like single women that are listening to this and want to talk about it on Valentine's Day, which is Sunday, I think, I'm happy to talk about it. I mean,
Chris, don't forget that you did promise to help me.
You're gonna be. I was gonna say you're gonna be next on The Bachelorette, right? Is that
that would be
true?
Content, baby. That would be so fucking good.
Well, we've actually been into existence. It's the next big thing.
I mean, I've been helping Chris work on his speed running on helping old ladies cross the street.
It's a good skill to have, man.
He's just, he's so like careful and delicate, with these elderly women that are just so helpless on their own, and he takes the time out of his day, hours really, to help them cross the street and get to where they need to go safely. Sometimes he'll even escort them the entire way to their destination. And I mean, I just don't know where he finds the time to be so generous. And again, I mean, I don't even know if he'll have time on Valentine's Day, but if there are any single women out there that do want to, find out a little bit more about this philanthropic, generous, benevolent young man, then
that's what I'm saying, because Chris already told me that he had a couple of things going on Sunday, early in the morning though. So he'll definitely be available later on in the afternoon.
Yeah.
But he told me he was, spending some time going to local animal shelters nearby and just donating food. So if any single women are free on Sunday, reach out to Chris. Just work around his schedule, because he's going to be so busy in the morning helping women, older ladies across the street, and then also subsequently
being a good guy,
going to animal shelters and donating
no big
food.
Deal.
So if you're around in the afternoon,
Really
hit up Chris and maybe you guys should hang out.
I appreciate the kind words all around. I truly do. And I might not have time Sunday. That's the thing. So after the show, I'll Venmo you guys all $25,000 each to bring you a significant other. It's on me. Treat them well this Valentine's Day.
Treat yourself.
I gotta knock it in a relationship, because I kind of like this whole bit that goes on.
All right, next fucking caller. Here we go.
Hey guys, it's me, C2D2. I was thinking about the Super Bowl this past Sunday, and Brady's now secured 7 rings. That's kind of nuts. But I was thinking about also video games, and if hypothetically Tom Brady was like an avid video game player, much like a lot of celebrities, like Henry Cavill loves Warcraft, and I guess Mila Kunis, is a gamer. But like, if Tom Brady hypothetically was a gamer, what type of gamer do you think he would be? Do you think he'd be kind of the MMO type, a first-person shooter? Do you think he'd be more like just a casual Animal Crossing type person, or what? So Brady is a gamer. What do you think?
God.
Love that.
Yeah, I think he's a first-person shooter, 100%, and takes it way too serious to the point where he's not even enjoyable to play with.
No fucking shot.
Yeah, he's like a tank through and through, because he's a tank through and through.
Yeah, agreed. Wow.
Okay.
I like you.
Here we go. Here's what he's actually going to be. He's going to be a StarCraft 2 fucking phenom, because his mind operates at such a high level that nobody else can comprehend it. Okay, he's leagues beyond everybody else. StarCraft 2 global champion, not just 7 times, maybe 8 times over.
Like 5,000 IQ, like strategic moves. Oh yeah, absolutely. I can see that. I was gonna say that Brady would exclusively play like really old, really difficult games, like just to prove that he can do it. What is it, like Super Ghosts and Goblins for the Super Nintendo or something like that?
Yes! Oh my god! Actually,
and he would break the world speedrunning record on it or something like that.
That
not
is
a single
one of the
life
games
lost.
that I had to capture for X-Play, and I'll tell you one thing: I suck at that game, man.
Yeah, the game is fucking impossible. That's why. Either that, or he would be exclusively would just play the most difficult games he could find. He would just be obsessed with Soulsborne games because he needs the punishment just to continue proving.
It's crazy.
Tony Hawk's proving ground.
That's it. Exactly.
His game of choice right there. That was a good game, though. For real.
I mean, low key, Tony Hawk's never missed.
He's low key Escape fan.
Very true. All right. Let's see. One
has to be.
We've got
that was a great question.
That was a great question. Thank you, Fiona. All right, one more. 2 more.
You're far away, degenerate. Tiggy here. We got Papa Dom, we got CDL Chris, and Bob. I'd just like to be the second person to wish you a belated happy birthday as well. I know someone else was the first to wish you a belated on the last week's episode. I think some handsome fox, not sure. And then shout out to Baker.
I was gonna say it was.
Welcome, super big fan. And
yay!
little holiday coming up this weekend. With Valentine's Day, and we got Dawn and Bob attached, and I'm not sure your situation, but Chris, I just want to know what are you guys' plans, like your favorite little activities to do on Valentine's Day? I mean, Chris, I know you'll probably be in a black hoodie, I'm sure, but anything else in the
plans, any reservations, little things you like to do with your significant others, et cetera, et cetera. Going on, peace.
Tiggy, my God, if you could just bottle up, it's like bottle up whatever powers Tiggy. I need that. I need some of that to get me through. To get me through. So,
Love it.
Oh shit!
I mean, we already kind of broke down what Chris was going to be
That
doing.
good energy,
you know,
man.
like volunteering at the animal shelter, teaching blind animals to read in Braille. You know, I mean, just
I just taught Lyra Braille yesterday, actually.
Oh, very nice.
It's true. Yeah.
Very nice.
Do you wanna? Here, I
Yep.
should actually show you
Sure
guys.
do.
Wait, what do you mean? The cat knows Braille?
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
Where's Togepi though?
She's hiding. I don't even know where she is right now, honestly. Unless she's up here.
She's
I don't
bashful of the
even.
vibes.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
Allie, what plans you got for Valentine's Day? Anything?
Honestly, nothing. I'm probably gonna play some Undertale. Do yourself a favor, pick up Undertale. That game is a Valentine in and of itself.
Okay.
The dialogue is just really, really great. It's really good writing, and you'll laugh a lot.
Good. All right. Okay.
I mean, that's probably what I'm gonna do.
Love
Or
it.
maybe go out
it's
to
okay.
dinner.
No, just play the video game. Stay home. You know, it's
Yeah. That's good. Bert, what about you?
Probably end up going to the lady's house. I don't know. I mean, we're in the middle of a fucking pandemic. There's not much we can go out and do, so
I know.
probably just stay in, order super expensive. Like I think dude, I haven't had like real ramen or real pho since I was in undergrad,
Dude.
and it was like
Pho on Valentine's Day honestly sounds like how you do it right.
she
I
came
might have
over.
to do that.
She came
now.
over a couple of weeks ago, and she was like, "Fuck it, let's just get it." And I was like, "You know what? You're right. I haven't had it in so long. Haven't had it in so long. That's what we're fucking doing. I already made up my mind. I don't care what her input is. On this one. That's what we're doing. I already made up my mind. Sure, you can come over.
nice.
And then probably watch like shitty, scary movies. Actually, oh my god,
Dude, so good.
there is a Nicolas Cage movie coming out at midnight.
National Treasure. I
Color
love that
me
movie.
in
Not National Treasure. It's called Willy's Wonderland, and it's like Five Nights at Freddy's with Nicolas Cage in it.
Okay, now
So-
I'm really intrigued.
Look it up. Comes out February 12th, so I'm assuming at midnight tonight it goes live on streaming services.
That's
I'm-
crazy.
All I have to do is just, convince her a little bit. Maybe with flowers.
yeah.
Maybe with some Valentine's Day gifts. Just, hey, why don't we watch a little Willy's Wonderland?
Honestly, that's gonna be me with Grandma's Boy. And just be like, here, got some chocolates, maybe Grandma's
Bob,
Boy.
hopefully she doesn't make you watch anime. That would be tragic.
I gave her the prerequisite. I said, look, if we're hanging out on Valentine's Day, you can't, I'm not going to let you convince me to watch anime with you. I'm sorry. I'm not a weeb. I don't watch anime. I lift weights and I throw footballs. So,
Y'all are too much. Oh
Two
my
truths and
God.
a lie.
I
Love
like.
Oh, God.
That's perfect. Perfect time.
Never change.
Oh fuck,
Chris, what are you gonna get up to? I mean, aside from all the other things that we had listed before.
So I got like one single. No, there's like two single like best friends of mine. We've already made plans to meet up at 10 a.m. on Sunday and have a Sunday fun day.
Yes,
Very
that's
nice.
awesome.
So I'm just gonna drink it off. Maybe call my ex at the end of the night. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see what
Did-
happens.
Did I ever tell you the story about how I got tricked into smoking Molly on Valentine's Day
Oh,
when me and all of
Yes.
when me
Yes,
and
you-
all of my
yes, you
friends
did.
were single in 2016?
Yep.
That sounds incredible.
It was horrible.
Oh God.
I thought I was gonna die, but me and all my friends went out. I'm telling the story real quick. I don't give a fuck. 2016.
I mean, we were all young once.
2016. It was like the fucking moon was eclipsed for the whole fucking year because none of us remember any of it. Valentine's Day was a
Donald Trump
Sunday.
went out and looked straight at the sun.
We all went into Boston. We got shit faced at where's the dollar beers place?
Coogan's.
Coogan's. We got shit faced at Coogan's. Our buddy from
I love
our
that.
hometown.
I already love that for you.
He got a house. He was renting a house with all of his buddies from college, and he was like, "Hey, come over. Why not? Come hang out. We're already trashed." And I was like, "Dude, this is a bad idea. I just want to go home." Didn't matter. We went anyway. Hammered. Walk in there. They're sitting around the table, ripping a bong. They went to a fucking an EDM concert beforehand, so I should have just fucking knew that something was off.
Yeah. You should have just put 2 and 2 together, man.
They're ripping a bong, and they're like,
Oh,
Rob, you want to hit this? And I was like, yeah, I do.
oh,
And I did. And fucking 5 minutes goes by, and I'm looking at my phone, texting my cousin, Chris, too. And I was like, dude, I just smoked for the first time in a couple of months, and I feel awful. And then something snapped, and my phone was this close to my face, and it was just slowly zooming in the whole time.
Oh, no.
I thought I was dying. One of my friends drove up the wrong on-ramp on the highway getting home and had to back down it, and I put 2 seatbelts on. I came to the conclusion, this is the night I'm going to die.
Dude, I've so been there.
It was a good run. I enjoyed my time. I wish it wasn't right now, but I guess tonight's the night. And then I got home. I've wrapped my comforter around me, and I was like, wow, I've never felt so safe in my entire life. And my cousin immediately texted me. He was like, dude, did you take Molly? And I was like, no. He was like, did they put it in the weed? And I was like, fuck. The next week, my buddy who tricked me into ripping the bong, walks in dying laughing. He goes, dude, you smoked Molly last weekend. And I was like, bro, I'm going to fucking kill you. I thought I was going to die. So yeah, my friend.
I was listening to Tiesto until 5 a.m.
Bros being dudes.
I remember seeing Bob on like the Monday after that weekend, and he just had this like 1,000-yard stare, and I was like, what'd you get up to this weekend? And he was like, I like don't know. I'm still like piecing it together.
Drugged.
But I remember that like that story came out later in the week, and I was like, fucking pardon me? What did you do?
I got drugged.
As for us over here, I'm gonna be me and the wife are gonna get dinner. That's gonna be great, and gonna get a nice fancy dinner. You know, we haven't done like a nice fancy romantic dinner in a little while, so we're gonna do that. There's a couple other things that are gonna happen during that day. None of which I'm going to elaborate upon because I don't know which podcast episode she listens to. But I know occasionally I will get like a remark about a podcast episode. So I'm not going to elaborate just yet, just in case she listens tomorrow on her commute to work, which she won't. But in case she does, she doesn't even listen to the fucking voicemails I leave her. So I'm pretty sure she's not going to. I'm almost positive. So just to play it safe, not going to elaborate, but it's going to be a great day. Final voicemail, and then we will land the train. What's going on?
What is up, WGG fam and founding fathers and special recurring guest Ali Baker? What is up? Hope everyone's having a wonderful week so far. My question for you guys this week is, if you were to have your very own special little segment on a show, for example, Zoltan Bob's Guess My Game, what would it be and why? Much love as always, guys. Great podcast as always. Much love. Peace.
All right, so a segment on any show. What would it be and why?
I feel like there should be a segment where people teach me how to spell / read.
Oh, I like that.
I feel like that could be that fun, or like speak normal. I have to like try to say words normally.
Yeah, like that YouTube account that's like the word is like sandwich, and they're like, how to pronounce sandwich.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sandwich.
Yeah.
What? Sam. My lunch.
That's how I say it. Samalach.
Yeah, dude. It's just an entire channel where they just make up words. It's pretty great.
I looked that up. Allie, what would your segment be?
Man, honestly, I would have This Week in Memes segment where I would recap the top memes for the week. I mean,
I love that. That's actually a very good idea.
I've been a meme machine my whole life.
Meme machine.
So Yeah, I feel like that's kind of in my wheelhouse.
Dr. Robotnik's mean meme machine.
Make it happen.
Dom, what do you got?
I would like a cooking segment on any program.
Yes.
You know, get me on like a nice, you know, anywhere really. I feel like I'm pretty versatile and I love cooking, and I just want to give me a cooking segment. Like if G4, if you're gonna do after you hire Allie, actually after you hire Allie and then immediately promote her to CEO, Allie, you hire me to do a cooking show on G4, and I got you.
Oh, you know, I know what's up.
That's me. Bob.
I kept my key card to the building.
So there was this. If anybody knows Bert Kreischer, there was a show that basically made him famous. It was called Hurt Bert. I want, and I've discussed this before in the past, which is a segment I still might do for our brand itself.
Yeah.
Called Beat Bert. You challenge me in anything. Challenge me to anything, and try to beat me. That's it. That's the show. Somebody new comes forward and so you know how there's all those cooking shows of like, hey, beat the chef, beat our fucking cool famous chef. Yeah, it's Beat Bert. Come to me, challenge me with something, beat me.
Trying to think of something I could beat. I'm trying to think of something I could beat Jim. Maybe like making people laugh. I think I can potentially pull that one off.
Oh God, y'all are a bunch of savages.
I definitely have something I could beat Chris in.
Everything, spelling, push-ups, lifting, everything.
Yeah, name any physical challenge. I'll take the physical challenge.
Bob and I should have a cook-off.
Oh God,
dude,
do
we'll
it.
both get sick if we have to try each other's food. If we have to try each other's food, you'll get sick from eating mine, and I'll get sick from eating mine.
Well, that's what you have to understand. I've eaten garbage for the past decade and a half. I can eat a shoe with ranch on it, and I'll be fine.
Do a cook-off and just have someone referee it, but they have to dress in all Guy Fieri attire.
Imagine like Bob and I like plating very nicely at the end too.
No fucking way, I can't, dude.
Honestly, invest.
But there we go. Hey, you want to challenge me to a cook-off? Beat Bert, episode 1.
Chefs, I am now serving you an ice cold bowl of wheat O's with a nice free-ranged glass of milk that you can pour into the bowl if you would like.
Chef, so what I have here is crushed up ground pork. I can't tell if it's fully cooked or not, but I'm not going to be the one to test it. So.
Allie, how wild is this? Bob cooked like ground pork before, and didn't you try to get the temperature by just sticking? You couldn't get the temperature because
it was ground
because
pork.
It's ground pork, and you can't
because it's ground pork.
You're just putting it on the pan.
Like, well, yeah. So what we're gonna do is, if you guys familiar with like Chopped, how they like give you a set of ingredients and they say like make a thing. So it's like all the random fucking ingredients that are in Chris's. It's like, all right, so you have a bottle of mustard, some margarita mix, some baking soda, and 1 egg. You have 15 minutes. Make me a cheese souffle.
Jim sock, crusty sandwich.
Yeah. Honestly, when we like go to the studio, we should do something like that in the kitchen. That would be hilarious.
Oh my god, yeah. We're gonna do it. Yeah,
oh my god, that's such a good idea. Actually,
yeah. Dom teaches Chris and Bob how to not kill themselves with cooking.
Oh my god.
It's only been like twice.
I mean, it seems like it's every time. Did we get all the segments? We got all the segments, right? Segments on the show. Okay, cool. All right, let's land the train. So, Allie, if your memory serves, the final segment on the show is just shout-outs. So, shout out whoever you'd like to shout out. Plug everything that you can possibly plug. Tell everybody where to find you on the internet. The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Okay. Go follow me on Twitch. I'm gonna just type a little smiley. I stream on Twitch. I might even stream tonight, honestly. I've been playing through Celeste and that other game, Undertale, which has been really fun. I might play that tonight, honestly. We'll see. But yeah, been streaming. I have a website, alliebakes.com. But yeah, follow me on Twitter. And if you can, use that Allie for G4 hashtag. I can't tell you how much it would mean to me. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let your memes be dreams, you know?
That's right. Hey, you got this shit. Allie for G4.
Thank you.
Gotcha. As for what I have, I don't have anything besides thank you, Allie, for coming back on. It's always fun.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course.
Honestly, y'all are my favorite dads. Like,
wow. That means a lot. And I don't ask so much, right? None of us really do. All I'm going to ask for on behalf of all of us when you make it big with G4, I want a very subtle, like at mid conversation, I want you to just sprinkle in like WGG, like mid conversation, like, okay, next on the board we have blah 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 blah, and I'm really looking forward to this with WGG because I just want that. Just
slip into the conversation.
Yeah. Yep. But other than that, please leave us a 5. Yeah, we need something like that. Dead serious. We need that. Other than that, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes if you do enjoy the podcast. Really means a lot and really helps us within the rankings. Obviously, not another gaming podcast on there. Tap 5 stars. You can leave us a comment, a question, a roast, a compliment, anything you want. If you don't want to leave any comment, that's totally fine. Just tap that 5 stars, baby.
Yeah, give them that 5 stars, baby.
That's right. That's what we need.
Talking about, baby.
All right. Talk to him. Bob, what do you got, King?
I got nothing right now for the YouTubes. Mostly just because it's been a lot of podcast episodes going up. I haven't put too much up recently because I've been doing a lot of fucking editing, like
good on
for the medium gameplay shit that I'm gonna put up. Also, I decided that I want to do the first like real video game review, like video game review that we're gonna put on the website for the medium. And I started writing a script yesterday, and fuck, it's so much harder than I thought because it's not like the written format like we do with the blogs. It's like I have to now express this shit, but I am trying to type it as expressive as I can.
Yeah.
So I'm like halfway through that.
Yeah.
And once I'm done I'm gonna probably do that this weekend. Probably finish the script tomorrow or something. Oh shit, Dom's back. Probably finish the script at some point this weekend and then record it. And then at that point, like I said last week's episode, I'm gonna put the recorded review at the front of the first walkthrough. So if you want to watch the review, it's there. And guess what? If you want to watch the rest of the walkthrough, it comes right afterwards. So, yeah, stay tuned for that. That's what I'm working on.
Cool. Big shout out to Allie, friend of the program and friend of real life, and just awesome person. We so love having you on the show. So thanks for coming to join us again. Yeah, you know, your internet dads are here for you. You know, we're always going to be screaming at the coaches on the sidelines. You know,
like Will Ferrell and kicking and screaming.
Yeah, that's exactly it. We're going to have whistles. We are going to bring whistles and have them on the sidelines, even though we're not coaches.
Whistles and got a megaphone, maybe a vuvuzela. I don't know.
We're going to have to eat Beyond Sun.
I was just going to say that. Fuck
you. Up until now, that was a joke that only me and Chris understood, and now. So I also want to shout out our good pals over at Gemhammer and Sons Gaming because they launched their newest Kickstarter today, where you can you can be a fine purveyor. They're fine purveyors of more better game stuff. They're a tabletop game accessory and supplement manufacturer. So they just launched their deck of dynamic dungeons, which is for D&D 5th edition. And basically it's a campaign in your pocket. So it's got 100 dungeon cards with story hooks, NPCs, character cards, treasures, mysteries, and more. Basically, you shuffle up the deck, you draw a card, and it gives you like a thing to do at your tabletop gaming table, which is cool. So you can kind of like randomize encounters while you're playing, whether you kind of develop a whole session based off of it, or you just need some inspiration and you draw a card from it. Pretty fucking great. Seems awesome. So go support them on Kickstarter. They're awesome. They are genuine friends of the program, friends in real life. They're great guys. Gemhammer and Sons Gaming. You can go to gemhammer.com to find out more about that, or you could just look up the deck of dynamic dungeons because that Kickstarter is live as of today. So we appreciate those guys. They're always showing us love. So I wanted to make sure we show that right back. And that, my friends, is all we've got That's all we've got for Not Another Gaming Podcast, episode 219. This has been just another electric episode in the history of the world's greatest podcast. Big shout out to, also one more colossal shout out to all the good people of the entire country of New Zealand, because we have been a fucking staple in the New Zealand video game podcast charts for months now. And we're still there. We're not going anywhere. So big shout out to everybody in New Zealand. I wish we knew, absolutely. And, Forrest Gump NZ, I know he's in here. He's a New Zealand guy, and he's like, it's like 3 a.m. when he comes on here to join us on the show. So if you're a listener from New Zealand,
know what's up, man.
Make yourselves known. Leave us a review on iTunes or something so we know who you are, so we can shout you out. We want to say your name. So big shout out to New Zealand. Big shout out to Allie. Big shout out to Gem Hammer. And big shout out to you for listening. We love you so much. This has been episode 219 of Not Another Gaming Podcast, and we will see you next week.